We are healing, Celine murmured, slowly, painfully, but we are no longer broken, and Lily, standing beside her wolf beneath the endless sky, believed it. Whispers of doubt. The forest was quiet at dusk, save for the rustle of leaves stirred by a soft wind. Lily sat on a fallen log, her body aching from another day of grueling drills. Training with Marcus left her muscles trembling, but it was her mind that bore the heavier weight. She traced the scar on her palm, a faint line from sparring earlier that week, and felt the memories creep in again. The humiliation of the ceremony. Adrian's voice, sharp and cold. "You're weak, I reject you." The words lived in her bones. No amount of sweat or bruises could wash them away. Celine, her wolf, patted into her thoughts with a low growl. "Why do you keep replaying it? We are stronger now." "Because it's still there," Lily whispered into the quiet, "like a shadow I can't escape." Her chest tightened, a familiar ache wrapping around her heart. She had thought the rejection would numb over time, that the sharpness of it would dull. Instead, it lingered, festering in the corners of her mind. The spiral that night, Lily dreamed of the ceremony again. The torches, the hush of the crowd, Adrian's piercing eyes. Only this time, when he spoke, the words echoed louder, crueler, until they drowned out even her wolf's cries. "Too weak, too weak, too weak." She woke with a gasp, drenched in sweat, the sheets tangled around her legs. Her heart pounded like she had run miles. For a long moment, she sat in the darkness, hugging her knees to her chest. She hated it, hated how even in her sleep she couldn't escape him. "He's not here," Celine murmured gently. "He has no power over us anymore." "Then why does it feel like he does?" Lily whispered. Mira's candlelight. The next morning, Mira found her staring blankly at her untouched breakfast. "Okay," Mira said, dropping into the chair beside her. "Talk." Lily blinked. "About what?" "Don't play dumb with me," Mira shot back, her green eyes sharp. "You've been carrying that storm cloud all week. Spill it." For a long moment, Lily hesitated. Mira's steady gaze broke her walls. "It's like, no matter how hard I train, no matter what I do, his words are still there," Lily admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "Every time I push myself, I hear him saying I'll never be enough." Mira's expression softened. She reached across the table and squeezed Lily's hand. "Do you want to know what I hear when you train? I hear the sound of someone refusing to give up. That doesn't sound weak to me. But, no buts." Mira leaned closer, lowering her voice. "Adrian rejected you because he couldn't see your worth. That's on him, not you. You don't have to prove anything, Lily. Not to him, not to anyone." Tears burned at the back of Lily's eyes. Mira's words were like candlelight in the dark, fragile but warm. "I don't know how to stop feeling it," Lily whispered. "You don't have to stop feeling it," Mira said gently. "You just have to stop letting it rule you." Marcus's lesson that afternoon, Marcus noticed her distracted state during sparring. A strike caught her shoulder harder than it should have, sending her sprawling in the dirt. "Pathetic," he growled. "What's going on with you?" Lily scrambled to her feet, frustration boiling over. "Maybe I am pathetic. Maybe Adrian was right." The yard went silent. Warriors nearby paused their drills, their eyes flicking toward her. Marcus's gaze sharpened, cutting through her like a blade. He stepped forward, voice low but carrying. "You think strength is about what he said to you? About what anyone says to you?" She clenched her fists, tears threatening. "Then what is it about?" "It's about what you do when no one believes in you," Marcus said, his tone fierce. "It's about choosing to fight anyway. You want his words to haunt you? Fine, let them, but use them. Make them fuel you, not chain you." His words slammed into her like a blow, harsh but true. Slowly, Lily lifted her staff again, her hands trembling. This time, when Marcus attacked, she didn't falter. Her strikes were clumsy, her stance unsteady, but she refused to yield. When the match ended, Marcus gave her a rare nod. "Better. Don't waste pain by drowning in it. Forge it." Night of resolve that night, Lily stood beneath a full moon, the cool air brushing against her skin. Celine stood tall in her mind, silver eyes glowing. "We are stronger than him," Celine said firmly. "Stronger than the whispers, stronger than the doubt." Lily breathed deeply, the crisp night filling her lungs. For the first time, she let the memory of Adrian's rejection surface without pushing it away. It hurt, gods, it hurt. But she didn't crumble. Instead, she whispered into the night, "I'm not weak." The words felt strange, shaky at first. But as Celine howled softly in her mind, the words grew steadier, truer. "I'm not weak." And though the shadow of doubt still lingered, it no longer felt insurmountable. First test of strength. The alarm bells shattered the stillness of dawn. Lily jolted awake to the deep, resonant clang that reverberated through the packhouse walls. Her heart lurched, her wolf snapping awake inside her. Rogues! She was out of bed in an instant, pulling on her boots, snatching up the staff Marcus had insisted she keep close. The air was thick with tension, the hallways alive with hurried footsteps and shouts. "North Border!" someone yelled as warriors thundered past. Mira appeared at Lily's door, breathless, her curly hair wild from sleep. "It's bad. A whole pack of them." Fear coiled in Lily's stomach. This wasn't training, this was real. But before doubt could tighten its grip, Marcus's voice cut through the chaos outside. "All warriors to formation, move!" Lily met Mira's eyes. Both girls nodded, and then they ran. The battlefield, the forest near the northern border, was alive with snarls and screams. The rogues had already broken through the first line of defense, wild feral wolves with eyes glazed by madness and hunger. Their stench filled the air, acrid and foul. Alpha Alessandro was already there, his wolf massive and commanding, holding the line with terrifying force. Luna Isabella tended to the injured in the rear, her calm authority soothing even the panicked. Marcus spotted Lily and Mira arriving and snarled. "You two, hold the flank! Keep the rogues from circling!" Adrenaline surged through Lily's veins. She gripped her staff so tightly her knuckles whitened, Celine's presence pulsing at the back of her mind. "Stay calm. We fight together." The first rogue lunged from the shadows, teeth bared. Instinct screamed at Lily to run, but she planted her feet, swinging her staff with all the strength she had. The crack of wood against skull rang out, and the rogue dropped with a whimper. Shock coursed through her. She'd actually done it. There was no time to marvel. 2 more rogues rushed them. Mira shifted mid-run, her wolf sleek and golden, launching at one with a snarl. Lily faced the other, ducking its snapping jaws, her staff jabbing forward to strike its ribs. The rogue yelped, staggering. "Again!" Celine urged. Lily obeyed, slamming her staff down until the beast retreated, whimpering into the shadows. The chaos of battle swirled around them, claws raking, teeth tearing, warriors shouting commands. Lily's lungs burned, her arms ached, but she kept moving. She blocked, struck, dodged. Each time she thought she couldn't last another second, Celine's voice whispered, "One more. Just one more." The turning point hours seemed to stretch into heartbeats. At one point, a rogue nearly broke through the flank, aiming straight for a group of terrified pups who had been corralled behind the warriors. Lily saw it first. Without thinking, she sprinted, slamming her staff into the rogue's side with enough force to send it tumbling. It spun on her, eyes wild, saliva dripping from its jaws. Fear clenched her chest, but she didn't back down. "Not them," she hissed. The rogue lunged. Lily sidestepped, thrusting her staff upward into its throat. The beast gagged, choking, before collapsing at her feet. Silence followed, brief and stunned. The pups stared at her, wide-eyed. Then one whispered, "The Alpha's daughter saved us." Pride surged through her, so fierce it nearly overwhelmed her exhaustion. For the first time, she wasn't just the rejected girl. She was a protector. Aftermath. By the time the last rogue fell, the sun was bleeding orange on the horizon. The warriors regrouped, bloodied but victorious. The air was thick with the copper tang of battle, bodies strewn across the clearing, some breathing, some not. Lily's legs shook as she lowered her staff, chest heaving. Mira limped toward her, shifting back to human form, her arms scratched but eyes alight. "You were incredible!" Lily shook her head, too drained to answer. But inside, Celine howled in triumph. "We fought. We did not break." Marcus approached, his gaze sweeping over her. For a long, tense moment he said nothing. Then he gave her the faintest nod of approval. "You held the line." Those 3 words sent warmth flooding through her weary body. The Alpha's gaze later, as the wounded were tended and the dead mourned. Alpha Alessandro sought Lily out. His wolf still lingered in his eyes, fierce and assessing. You fought today, he said simply. Yes, father, Lily answered, bracing for criticism. But instead, Alessandro laid a hand on her shoulder. You fought well. Her throat tightened. From her father, those words meant everything. Isabella appeared then, wrapping Lily in a tight embrace. My brave girl, she whispered. You've always had strength. Now the world sees it too. For the first time since the ceremony, Lily felt something shift deep within her chest. The chains of rejection were still there, but lighter, looser. For once, she believed she might break them. That night, as exhaustion claimed her, Celine's voice came softly in her dreams. This is only the beginning, Lily. Today, we proved we can fight. Tomorrow, we will prove we can lead. And Lily, drifting into sleep, believed her. Newfound voice. The council chamber was a place of gravitas, its high ceilings carved with symbols of the moon goddess, its long table polished by generations of alphas. Here, decisions that shaped the packs were made. Here, Lily had never spoken a word. Until today, the aftermath of the rogue attack had summoned leaders from nearby packs to discuss defense strategies. Warriors still bore bandages, healers still bustled, but the council could not wait. Lily sat beside her father, palms damp, heart pounding. Mira offered an encouraging smile from her seat near the Beta's family. Marcus stood in the corner, arms crossed, his presence heavy as always. The debate was heated. Some argued for strengthening borders. Others insisted on offensive strikes against rogue bands. Voices rose, authority clashing with pride. Lily listened, silent, until one alpha, a broad man from the Eastwood pack, slammed his fist on the table. We waste time debating. Rogues are nothing but pests. Double patrols, that will suffice. Lily's chest tightened. She thought of the pups cowering behind the warriors, of the rogue that had nearly broken through. Patrols alone would not save them. Before she realized what she was doing, she spoke. That won't be enough. The room fell silent. Dozens of eyes turned toward her. Heat flooded her cheeks, but she forced herself to continue. Patrols might stop a handful of rogues, but yesterday wasn't a handful. It was an organized group. They were coordinated. That means they'll be back, and stronger. The Eastwood Alpha sneered. And what would you know of it, girl? Anger flared in Lily's chest. She rose to her feet, her voice steadier than she felt. I was on the field. I fought them. I saw how they moved. If we underestimate them, more lives will be lost. The room buzzed with murmurs, some skeptical, some intrigued. Alpha Alessandro's gaze was unreadable, but he didn't silence her. That gave her courage. We need to train more than just warriors, Lily pressed on. Every wolf should know basic defense. We can't leave pups and healers helpless behind the lines. If rogues breach again, everyone must be able to protect themselves until help arrives. For a moment, silence. Then Luna Isabella's voice cut through, calm but firm. She's right. The tide shifted. Other leaders began to murmur agreement. The beta of their pack added, it wouldn't weaken warriors to share basic training. It would strengthen the whole pack. By the end of the meeting, it was decided. Basic defense training would be implemented for all members of the Rossi pack, with the possibility of spreading the model to others. As the council adjourned, Alessandro's hand lingered on Lily's shoulder. You spoke well. She blinked at him, stunned. I did? His lips twitched into the faintest smile. Strength isn't only on the battlefield, Lily. Today, you showed a different kind of strength. Warmth bloomed in her chest, mingling with disbelief. She, the rejected girl, had swayed a council of alphas. Mira grinned as they left the chamber. Look at you, she teased. Our little warrior, now a politician. Lily laughed softly, but inside something had shifted. For the first time, she believed her voice might matter. To be continued. If you like this video and want more, do like and subscribe. Thank you.